The law of thinking, the forgotten law of attraction. We all think all the time. Just try to stop thinking, and you will become aware of just how constant the flow of thought is through your mind. But this constant mental activity is not true thinking. Dr. Ken McFarland said, 2% of the people think, 3% think they think, and 95% would rather actually die than think. What constitutes real thinking? Real thinking is focused, goal-oriented, and positive. And it is the lack of true thought that creates the lack in our lives. Why don't we get what we want? The reason we do not get what we truly want is that we don't actually believe that we can have it. Our mind is focused on what we do not want. It is focused on fears and insecurities instead of our innermost desires. Because the law of attraction works, life gives us exactly what we expect. We are programmed from a young age to believe that we cannot have what we truly want. Our family and society tell us that we don't have the talent or the resources to attain our true desires. Eventually, what we really want fades into the background of the million things society tells us we should want and the way that we should get them. To get what we really want, we have to do what we were discouraged from doing as children, fantasize about what we want. And out of that fantasizing, we create strategies and theories about how to get it. That is precisely where true thinking begins. The creative mind. True thought comes from the depths of our creativity, the desire implanted in us by nature, and our soul. The constant mental activity we engage in comes only from the constant influx of information from our five senses. Once we tap into the creative mind in the depths of our being, we tap into the universal creative spirit that is constantly moving through us. This universal creative spirit allows us to manifest absolutely everything we can imagine. This creative manifestation is not about getting things. It is about the growth of the individual being who taps into the ever-flowing growth of life. The Talmud says, "There's an angel leaning over every blade of grass, whispering, 'Grow.'" Those angels speak to us through our inner desires for growth and the absolute goodness that is our birthright. Listening to our thoughts. We should each take a look at the outcomes in our lives and examine their incongruence with our inner dreams. Are we getting what we want? Many would answer no. These less than ideal outcomes are the result of wrong thinking. If we want to change our lives, we must change our behaviors, and if we want to change our behaviors, we must change our thinking. Raymond Hollowell said, "It is evident, therefore, that all of the factors which regulate the life and experience of the person, none perhaps, exercise a greater influence than the ruling state of mind." Engaging the law of thinking. To work with the law of thinking, we must focus our mental attitude on the good that we truly desire instead of focusing on what we do not want. If a man is in the dark, he does not battle the darkness. Instead, he turns on the light.